Welcome everyone, thank you guys for joining the stream. I'd really appreciate it. Welcome to all the newcomers, everyone that's interested in of course, the topic of Namibia's state of emergency hopefully being lifted, and the whole, Hage Geingob, the president of Namibia, addressing our country today. I'm very excited, but I'm very nervous as well, because this can go two ways: the way we want it to go, or the way that everyone's going to be very pissed off at the president and our country. For the people that don't know, today 17 September, this is the day that the state of emergency should finish in Namibia. So hopefully it all goes well. A couple of days ago we actually had someone that told us that the government needed one more vote, regarding that they need one more vote for the state of emergency to be extended. So hopefully they did not get the vote. I have heard nothing else regarding the whole topic, but that's why we're going to tune into the stream. Hopefully the Informante, that's where the source I'm streaming it from Facebook. We need to keep it refreshed, and hopefully we'll see it update. We need to check Informante's tab. It's supposed to start at 3 p.m, but President Hage has been late most of the times that he has had to speak. Welcome everyone, thank you guys for joining the stream. I do really appreciate it. If you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe, leave a like on the stream, it would mean a lot. We can look. Rage Plays, thank you so much for the tier 1 membership, I really appreciate it, man. Welcome, thank you guys. So this is where we're going to be able to see the live stream from. We just need to keep this updated. Informante does stream it every single time that the president has an update. So we will see. Problem with me as an admin. Thank you so much, my brother. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Just watch the 2-minute ad for you. Let's go. Thank you so much, Rage. I appreciate it, man. So we'll just have a look here. I had a look on Twitter as well. What happened to gym? I'm gonna gym at like 4 p.m. So if we go look at the Informante, I haven't seen anything. I just saw if we can go down here. They stated president set off to address the nation. So President Hage Geingob will address the nation on the latest government decisions regarding the state of emergency that will lapse at midnight, and new measures and interventions aimed at combating the Covid-19 pandemic. The announcement is scheduled to start at 3 o'clock and will be broadcasted live from the Situation Room at State House. So I'm very stressed at the moment. I'm really stressed. I don't know what to make of this. I have full belief that hopefully the state of emergency is going to be lifted, but we'll have to see how everything goes. Wait, Devi Mom also in here? Yeah. You know the vibes. I told my whole family to share the stream, and we need to watch this thing live. It's unfair that Informante gets 10,000 people watching this stream and there's no one in Namibia broadcasting it. So it's where your boy has to use strategics to farm the clout, if you know what I'm saying. So thanks so much for the 7 rand super chat, Rage. I appreciate it, man. Welcome. Thank you, my dude. I'm really sweating. I'm sweating right now. I'm really stressing. Don't understand. And I really hope the president's on time, because people are gonna be like, "Yo, where's the stream? What's happening? What's the update?" The last time we were at the gym actually, and then people kept messaging. They were like, I think 7-8 minutes late. We were at the gym, sitting, watching Informante's page. So let me just update this. What's up, Frana? Thank you for joining, man. Love my sin. You know it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe. On the road to 7,000 subscribers, so it would mean a lot. Oh, I'm just gonna keep refreshing this. I'm expecting it to go live and watch the live broadcast. Here we go. Got the update. Let's go. Let's see if we can get 100 people. 100 people in the chat. Let's see if we can 100 people watching the stream. Make sure you guys share the stream. If you know anyone that doesn't know where to watch the updates, or you want to share the stream, it would mean a lot if you guys could share it. As you guys can see, Informante just uploaded a post on Facebook. Watch the live broadcast. President Hage Geingob will address the nation on the latest government decisions. That will lapse at midnight. Infinite will be broadcasting the announcement at 1500. Please note that some delays may occur. We know that. Keep it up. Thank you for the 30 rand, bro. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome, everyone joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Go down, leave a like. It would mean a lot. We have like 3 minutes left. 3 minutes, and then Informante is supposed to be live. Namibia COVID update live. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 30 rand, my brother. I really appreciate it. What's up, Estian? Thank you, my bro. I really appreciate the donations. All donations are much appreciated. You guys can donate with the links in the description. Actually, no, there are no links in the description. Or you guys can become a member for only 30 rand a month, which does support me. You get premium features, premium perks, and you also get the sick emojis that you can get in the chat. What is your WhatsApp profile pic? I mean, it's a picture of me, last that I checked. Thank you so much, by the way, Rage. I appreciate it much. 2 minutes left, then hopefully we'll be live. Or Informante will be live. As I said, some delays might occur. 100 views. There we go. Let's see what we can do. What's up, Meeks? How's it? What's up, crazy neighbors? Yes, bro. What's up, Snipes? You can get these emotes? Yes, sir. That is correct. What's up, Logan? Thank you for joining, man. My name is Balloon. Why can't you do that, my brother? Okay, you should be able to type if you guys want to support the stream financially. It would mean a lot. You can type !donate. Donate if you want to, if it's something you'd like to support. And let's keep refreshing. Should be a couple minutes left. I'm looking at Informante's Twitter as well. The Twitter, they probably should have gotten a tweet out. I don't know why they don't tweet, but I mean, the Facebook has sent. Where did you buy your keyboard? I bought it in China. China, my bro. Watching in anticipation. I get you, man. Same here, my dude. You streaming tonight? Yes, I will stream tonight. No, bro, love you, bro. Love you too, man. No, bro. But I hate spring and summer. So many spiders. Yeah, true. 1 minute left. Imagine the donations if the president lifts the thing to congrats you on coming to SA. I mean, for the people that are wondering why I'm so excited for this is, so I want to go to South Africa pretty soon. I want to go live there for about 2 months, stream, do everything that I want to, create content, and this is keeping me from doing it. So yesterday, South Africa's borders actually opened, and they allow people coming into the country they will allow people to come into the country at the 1st of October, but Namibia is the only thing keeping us back at the moment. So we'll have to see. Let's keep refreshing. It should be live somewhere, yeah? Okay, I think I might become a member tonight. Let's go. Like the stream. Everyone go down, leave a like on the stream. It would be much appreciated. Is this your sister? Marde is my sister, yes. Namibians are impatient, eh? My dude, he's been late every single time. So, I mean, I'd also get a bit of frustrated, I guess. You know? I'm going to celebrate when this happens. Please, can it go live? Where can we watch it on Facebook? He's running late. I mean, this guy just asked where can we watch it on Facebook. Who's Informante? It's like a newspaper. I don't know. Like, it's a news source, basically. It's 15. Come on. I'm gonna go on my phone. Hashtag go live, Hage. Come on, Hage. Check NBC on Facebook. Let me copy that. Let's see. Oh, on Facebook. Okay, let's have a look. I don't see anything. What did he say? Still waiting for them to go live. They said they're going live, dude. What is going on? When I refresh this, photos about community. Late again, I guess. I'm guessing it's not this one. African time. Search NB. Oh, search it. Oh, on Google. Broadcast will begin shortly. There we go. Right, turning off the music. Should go live in a couple seconds. Quality 720p, highest that it can be. Alright, let's wait in anticipation, I guess. Thank you, Damien. Thank you so much. I don't know when Informante is gonna go live, but yeah, there they went live as well. It's just saw that. Right, let's actually watch Informante's. Let's just refresh it as well. We'll keep the two broadcasts open. They're restreaming it from Informante as well, so let's see. Kom toch, oom Hage. Kom toch, oom Hage. Asseblief, man. Asseblief. Come on. Oh, Namibia's internet. Oh. Luckily, we just need to hear what he says. Come on, oom Hage's. These people's internet, man. Yeah. Hulle internet, hy maak nie mooi nie. Hulle internet, hy maak nie mooi nie,
Good afternoon, fellow Namibians. Following the outbreak coronavirus in Namibia on 13th March 2020, I declared a state of emergency on account of COVID-19 as a natural disaster from 17th March
we know that,
2020. The National Assembly supported the extension of the COVID-19 state of emergency for a period of 6 months, which will lapse at midnight tonight, 17 September 2020. To manage the pandemic under COVID-19 state of emergency, Cabinet adopted 5 levels of restriction, ranging from a full lockdown of social and economic activities under Stage 1 to more moderate and gradually relaxed precautionary measures under Stages 2, 3, and 4. Stage 5 had envisaged a new normal, where we could look forward to life resuming some semblance of normalcy. The COVID-19 state of emergency is due to lapse at midnight tonight, as I said. This week, Cabinet therefore held extensive deliberations to consider expiry of COVID-19 state of emergency and to determine appropriate measures to put in place beyond 17 September 2020. Government's priority to protect Namibian lives is in an unsustainable manner, means preserving the health of Namibians while mitigating the broader social and economic impacts caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. While we have observed positive outcomes from the response measures on public health, such as declining rates of infection, however, our economy, income and job security have been adversely affected as we implemented these necessary measures. Yes, the virus is deadly. However, we are aware that poverty also kills. It is this understanding that has informed government's response, which continually weighed the risk of widespread community transmission against the gains of restricted movement to curb the spread of the disease within our communities. Scientific evidence at our disposal shows that the cost of no action would have been far greater. I can confidently state that the regulations introduced under the state of emergency have up to this point averted widespread community transmission in our country. Managing the rate of infection has therefore been critical to a successful national COVID-19 response. The average number of confirmed daily new cases continues on a downward trend, from 317 cases reported on 23rd August and 167 cases reported on 12 September. Yesterday, Wednesday, 16 September, we recorded a low of only 63 new cases. This represents a further 30% reduction in daily new infections countrywide over the last 7 days. Walvis Bay, once the epicenter, recorded at peak a record of 102 cases on 7th August 2020. Today, we have recorded just 3 new cases at Walvis Bay. For Windhoek, which has become the epicenter in our fight against this disease, at peak recorded 245 cases on August 23rd, 2020. Today, Windhoek recorded 62 new cases. This is indicative that measures to suppress spread have worked, as testing and contact tracing have not been relaxed and remain constant. For Namibians, during the COVID-19 state of emergency, government diverted and allocated resources to the Ministry of Health and Social Services, which is spearheading our war against this invisible enemy. These investments have significantly strengthened our level of preparedness to respond to an upsurge in cases. The state of emergency regulations have achieved a measure of success. Having assessed and weighed both the positive and negative impacts of the regulations, having considered the additional capacity created during a 6-month period, and having listened to your extensive discussions and contributions, it was resolved that the state of emergency, upon expiry at midnight tonight, 17 September, will not be extended.
Yes.
Moving forward,
Yes.
we'll monitor
Yes.
the situation
Yes.
for a period of 14 days to determine the way forward under a new dispensation. When warranted, risk-appropriate measures will be introduced. As from 18 September 2020, new directives will be issued by the Minister of Health in terms of the provisions of the Public and Environmental Act. Fellow Namibians, government utilized the 6-month period of state of emergency to strengthen our systems. We spared no effort or resource to reinforce our public health care system and other frontline sectors to the best of our ability and within the financial constraints. With the lapse of regulations, it must dawn on each and every citizen that we are now at a critical time. This is a defining moment in our trajectory to combat COVID-19. The rate of transmission correlates directly to our personal contact.
We're listening for
and
the
is driven
travel ban
primarily
now.
by our movement
We need to listen for that.
and behavioral choices with regard to social and physical distancing, hygiene, and commitment to wear face masks to suppress the spread. When making plans for yourself, family, business, event or congregation, we urge you to consider this reality for everyone's benefit. Please let us not beg you to save your life. The possibility of a second wave of infections remains real and is a risk that we must manage proactively. We are not out of the woods yet, and not by a long shot. Now is the time to exercise maximum personal responsibility and vigilance. The coronavirus pandemic is a global tragedy on a scale that the world has not experienced in a long time. It has affected each and every one of our lives in ways we could not have imagined or prepared for. In a space of a few months, we have been called upon to introspect and reach into the deepest parts of our psyches, to summon the resolve to persevere, the strength to endure, and the courage to move forward with hope, faith, and dignity. I'm confident that through this challenging experience, we have developed a greater understanding of just how intricately connected our lives are. I said in my speech on Independence Day earlier this year, and I quote myself, although the odds appear to be stacked against us, let us summon the courage and ingenuity to continue the work we have commenced with a sense of unity and common purpose, unquote. Now let's move forward. Now, as I said, moving forward, we'll continue to hold hands in a spirit of brotherhood, sisterhood, and national fraternity, having developed a deeper understanding of our interdependency and thereby continuing to live our lives in a responsible manner and adopting a more harmonious coexistence with our fellow citizens. Therefore, let us move forward with a greater determination to preserve our health and pursue our dreams in a Namibia that is more resilient and more equipped to deal with whatever challenges we may face in the journey ahead. One thing is certain, our nation will emerge from this ordeal stronger than before. Finally, let me take this opportunity to pay a special tribute to all our uniformed services and our frontline health workers who have put themselves in front of the virus as we have battled this unprecedented pandemic. To all our doctors, nurses, emergency medical technicians, transporters, pharmacists, and all of those who supported patient care, or who support patient care. You have exemplified the spirit of sacrifice and patriotism. And as I think of those men and women who have lost their lives to this pandemic, in service to their fellow human beings, I am reminded of the words of Napoleon Hill, who said, and I quote, "Great achievement is usually born of great sacrifice and is never the result of selfishness," unquote. May their souls rest in eternal peace, and may their dedication and selflessness inspire us to strive towards obtaining great achievements within our Namibian house. Thank you, and may God bless Namibia. Now, as you can see, my talk was not technical, more political, and to announce that we are ending the state of the emergency. Our Minister of Health, whom I thank with his team, so active, will now take the floor and give us technical side of my speech. Minister. Oh, this side.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, President Namibia.
Is it finished? I don't know what's happening. Because I did not hear anything regarding the international travel. They did not mention. Maybe I zoned out, but I did not hear
For
anything.
me to expound
No.
and provide details on public health aspects and policy measures that will be introduced as part of Namibia's COVID-19 response in the post-state of emergency dispensation. During the COVID-19 state of emergency, government allocated an amount of 727 million Namibia dollars to the Ministry of Health and Social Services, which is spearheading our war against the invisible enemy. To date, 88% of this budget has been expended towards the recruitment of additional human resources for health, procurement of medical supplies and equipment such as PPEs, pharmaceuticals, the construction of isolation facilities, and renovations of existing health facilities as part of the COVID-19 response. These investments have and preparedness to respond to the pandemic. During the 6-month period, we exceeded our initial testing target of 25,000 people by more than 200% at the end of the state of emergency. We have to date conducted a cumulative 84,688 first-time tests. During the response, we have tested beyond the standard case definition so as to reach more of at-risk populations as warranted, and we have increased data integrity in our efforts to establish community transmission. Namibia's testing coverage ratio is currently at 32% per 1,000 people. South Africa has tested 61 per 1,000 people. The UK has tested 1.09 per 1,000 people, and Italy has tested 0.91 per 1,000 people. The policy decision to quarantine and test all arrivals twice during the quarantine period was effective, as 72% of all cases diagnosed since 20 March 2020 were persons who were placed in quarantine facilities. By the end of the state of emergency, we have quarantined a total of 13,010 people at the cost of government. The quarantine strategy has materially mitigated the spread of disease into communities. We urge all those placed in quarantine to continue to comply with regulations. As at today, we have managed to contain the basic reproductive ratio, which is the number of secondary infections arising from a single individual who had tested positive, to less than 1. This key indicator means that currently, in the majority of cases, one COVID-19 positive person is not transmitting the virus to more than one other person. Maintaining control of the rate of transmission is an indicator of success, and it truly justifies the collective sacrifices endured to this point, and which is required going forward. While the strategic investments and interventions made so far have produced positive results, we must and we will continue to strengthen capacities by investing into the necessary tools and technologies and efficient procurement methods to augment our capability to manage, respond, and treat those who need our care. Following the expiry of the state of emergency at midnight tonight, the 17th of September 2020, the COVID-19 response will be implemented through new directives or regulations to be issued by the Minister of Health and Social Services in terms of the provisions of the Public and Environmental Health Act, Act number 1 of 2015, and any other relevant legislations, or by other public office bearers responsible for the administration of other relevant legislations. This will include, among others, matters related to quarantine and isolation protocols, the removal and burials of bodies of persons who succumb to notifiable infectious diseases, management of public gatherings, contact tracing, control of the movement of persons into affected areas, testing of persons, and the reopening of points of entry and public transport by road or by air. Under this new normal, in inverted commas, where Namibians must learn to live with the COVID-19 virus in our daily life, emphasis will henceforth be placed on information, public education and communication to foster behavioral change. Intensification of compliance, especially voluntary compliance with public health measures, such as the wearing of masks in public, social and physical distancing, hand washing, sanitizing, and reduction in the size of public gatherings as our first line of defense. The government will continue to roll out expanded targeted testing. We will pursue the strategy of source reduction, which relies on enhanced contact tracing, quarantine and isolation of suspected and confirmed cases. We will augment patient management to ensure optimal care for both in and outpatients. Government will continue to invest in infrastructure development, specifically the expansion of isolation facilities, as well as the procurement of medical equipment and other supplies. This has already gone a long way by producing positive spin-offs.
Sorry for the audio, it's
towards
not
the
on my side, guys.
achievement
It's not on my
of the
side.
overall objective
Their
of
side.
health systems strengthening. We will also enhance psychosocial support to the healthcare workers and to the affected families. I wish to emphasize once again that the successes recorded so far in our COVID-19 national response and preparedness were only possible because the Namibian people joined and worked together to face this common enemy in unity. Going forward, that will be the common denominator of our future success. There is no substitute for unity. It is the only way we can overcome this threat. Whereas the state of emergency will lapse tonight, COVID-19 will remain behind with us. It is this new normal we must place the highest premium on unity because it has become truly indispensable. We are observing a consistent decline in the number of new COVID-19 cases. We are convinced that the measures we have taken since the first 2 index cases in Namibia have served us well. The responsibility for COVID-19 control has shifted from government to individuals, families, and communities. I put it on a record, our greatest appreciation for the cooperation and support from the Namibian citizens. Let us move with the same spirit in the new normal. I thank you, Excellency.
Thank you. Let me just welcome the Vice President. As you know, he and his wife were both positive, but today they were not sick with the positive, but today he is here, so it's a proof that you could be found positive, but still I'm out to sit here, so welcome. Legal people, these are complicated things. Could you now unpack it for us?
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Good afternoon. Welcome back, Your Excellency, the Vice President. We are very happy to have you back in the House, and the rest of the high table. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to the media as well. Your Excellency, I want to make a few points about the measures that will continue to apply. I know that the Minister of Health has indicated that at this point we are asking Namibians and encouraging them to not at the dawn of midnight or at midnight indicate or stop applying the measures that we had put in place for the past 6 months. I'm saying this, Your Excellency, because I was listening to the radio this morning and I was hearing people saying, let's open up. And opening up in a manner that was indicate that we should open up and not care about the health pandemic that we are facing. Our first responsibility, Your Excellency, that we should understand is that coronavirus is still with us, and we need to continue to protect our people, our families, our children, and so forth. So what the Minister of Health has said about the continued wearing of masks and to be cautious about your interaction at large public gatherings and the continuing washing of hands is very important. But I do want to point out that we have looked at what does our existing legal framework look like in terms of do we only need a state of emergency in order for us to enhance but also
finally, it's better.
provide for these measures. And we have found, Your Excellency, that there are at least 2 legislative frameworks that we can rely on going forward. The first one is the Public Health Act, an old one, but there are certain provisions in it that we can rely on in terms of dealing with a pandemic of this nature.
Someone just
What we are
coughed.
planning to do, Your Excellency, is to strengthen the legal text that is already in existence. The second important piece of legislation is the Public and Environmental Health Act of 2015. What we have found, Your Excellency, is that all the measures that we have in place at the moment can actually be taken care of under that piece of legislation. The only thing we need to do over the next few days is to look at the text that contains that the Minister of Health needs to, for example, do 2 things. He needs to have regulations or directives that needs to be promulgated and gazetted, and that will help with providing some kind of powers for local
Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Flex.
authorities and for regional authorities to manage the pandemic in their various localities. What it will also do, Your Excellency, is that it will help us to guide the Namibian public in how to conduct themselves in relation to this particular pandemic. So, whilst we will not have a state of emergency, there are certain things under particularly Section 29 of that Public and Environmental Health Act of 2015 that the Minister of Health can direct in how members of the public can conduct themselves. Your Excellency, I want to pause here because I know that the media has a lot of questions that they may want to ask for clarification, and at that point we can look at some of the specifics, if it is required, of what this particular law and the existing legislation can help us with in combating and preventing the further spread of the virus. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sound should be better.
Addition, yes. Attorney General.
I need to go gym, man. Can they finish?
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Vice President, Right Honorable Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, colleagues, good afternoon.
I need to go for a
Just
checkup.
to highlight some of the key aspects of some areas that shall be impacted upon by the new announcements. We know that it has been a long 6 months under the state of emergency with restrictions at various stages. We started out from stage 1. Now we are heading almost to stage 4. Obviously, as it has been indicated, there shall be some restrictions in place to be able to deal with COVID. As we have heard, even though the state of emergency is lapsing, COVID shall remain with us for some time, and we have to learn how to live with COVID. What that means is that now we, as Namibians, shall take a collective responsibility in combating and dealing with COVID. The specifics of the new announcement obviously relates to various aspects that we have been dealing with in relation to various operations, institutions, and movement of people. I'm just going to highlight various aspects with relation to the opening of schools. Of course, we know that the resumption of face-to-face learning has started on a staggered approach. That shall continue. Of course, the wearing of masks shall continue to be mandatory.
There's no update on travel yet.
Public gathering, the restrictions shall remain at 50. And operation of businesses, we have been informed already that all businesses shall be allowed to operate, of course, subject to various restrictions and health measures. I wish to highlight the institutions or operations that have been selling alcohol on a takeaway basis. Some restrictions have been lifted to start now selling alcohol for on-site consumption up to 10 o'clock. Similarly, the gambling in casino shall also be allowed to operate up to that time.
Oh,
in nightclubs.
Casinos are opening. Oh, clubs also.
Issue around, or restrictions around Windhoek, Okahanja, and Rehoboth, we all know that that shall fall away as of midnight tonight. And furthermore, curfew has gone away, as we heard from His Excellency. And entry into Namibia, of course, we have seen in the last week or so that the borders have been opened up by Hosea Kutako through a special tourist initiative. This shall also further be opened up for people who want to come to do business in Namibia and those who want to come here for purposes of education or to seek health support.
Or leisure.
And of course, that shall be subject to quarantine measures in place at the moment, and also measures. The issue about public transport, the limitations of passengers shall remain in place. The last one, Your Excellency, is, as we know that sports was allowed under limited circumstances. However, now contact sport shall also be allowed subject to health measures.
You can finally go play
With those few
basketball.
words, I thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you. Money is very important. If people don't want to,
Top
you
tip
have the
camera.
stimulus package. Even those of us who don't qualify for 750, I'm still getting SMSs. People asking for their 750. But they say, my 750, my 750. So any comments on those kind of things?
Thank you, Comrade President. Do you also welcome the Vice President, or welcome back?
Yes, the public
Let
meeting
me
still
recognize
50.
the high table. And good afternoon, fellow Namibians. I would like to, Comrade President, answer 3 questions. One is a question that you have asked about the emergency income grant. You may recall that this grant was created or established to help Namibians who have lost some sort of livelihoods during our first lockdown period. And the logic behind that was that most of the economic activities, including the informal activities, informal trading, were severely constrained, severely affected by the lockdown restriction. As a way to ease the pain for those Namibians that have lost some sort of livelihood,
Thank you, Juan.
government
Thank you.
has introduced
I really appreciate
the emergency income grant. It was a once-off grant, as we have indicated.
Okay, so if you still would like to continue watching the broadcast, I will leave a link to it in the chat because I've heard enough and I've heard everything that I kind of need to hear. So far I just heard about travel only coming in but not heading out so far. So I'll just wait for the documentation to come out after this. Usually a couple hours after this there'll be a documentation. So far I think I should be able to go within the next 2 to 3 weeks. The state of emergency is finished. Now borders should open within the next week to 2 weeks. South Africa's borders are only opening the 1st of October. So hopefully I will be in South Africa within the first week from the 1st to the 7th of October. So I can't tell you guys if I can or cannot go at the moment, but so far it's good news. The state of emergency lifted. Not all of the rules still are implemented, so that's at least some very good news. And yeah, I don't know, what are your guys' opinions on I feel everything is very positive except for the public gatherings is still 50. I don't know why they didn't up that to 100. I mean, South Africa did it. Their indoor gatherings is 150 and their outdoor gatherings is 500. So yeah, public gatherings, yes. So indoor public gathering is 150, and outdoor is 500. Indoor, 250. My bad, 250. Indoor is 250. So that just shows you. I don't know why they still, yeah. We'll have to see. I'm gonna ask my father. My dad usually gets the documentation of the whole summary of everything. So I'll ask my dad tonight when he gets home if he has any update on it, and then I will update you guys on another stream tonight. I will be live again tonight at 6:30 p.m. So if you guys wanna come support, want to pull through, it would mean a lot. They're also leading in cases, so they're also leading in cases. Yes, they're protected about you. I mean, what you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? I want to thank everyone that watched today's stream. It really means a lot. All the people that came in. If you guys are new, make sure to leave a like. Go down, leave a like on the stream, subscribe. It would mean the absolute world. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers. 160 likes on the stream. That's pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. So we can travel now. I think into Namibia, interprovincial. Yes, we'll be able to travel after tonight. So midnight tonight. So last couple of hours of our lockdown stage, and then state of emergency is gone. What's up, Zenda? Thank you for joining. Sorry, I did not read the live chat at all today, but it was not the first priority. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it. Just once again, if you guys want to go check out any other sponsors of the channel, if you guys want to go check out Tint Formula, type exclamation mark Tint, best energy drink you can get in the Southern African region. Although they are sold out now, they will be restocking very, very, very soon. Make sure you guys go check them out. And I shall see you guys in the next stream. That'll be tonight at 6:30 p.m. I'll upload a video regarding if I have all the info that I need. So I'll record the video tonight when I come back from gym, or when I have all the info, then I might postpone the stream for a bit, and I will upload the video tomorrow morning. So thank you once again for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next video. It's been your boy Devil Black, and I'm out, guys. Peace.